What an incredible couple of days we've just had. Good evening, everyone. Just give everyone a chance to settle down and get in. Hope your week has been all right. And yeah, wasn't sure about doing tonight. I didn't want to have fun, and well, I'm not in the mood for having fun. I've decided I'm not going to London tomorrow. I'll explain that later. Not because I'm scared of what might happen. It's just I'll explain it later. On the good news front, something that I've been trying to do for quite a long time, I might have just succeeded. I can now get your comments on screen. Good evening, Paul. How are you? Wow. Tina, you've made a live. Good to see you. You're still coming in. Hello, mate. I hope you're all doing well. I've also got a new moderator. He may or may not be available this evening. I know he's got a lot going on. He was helping me to get my chat on the screen. It's a friend of mine from a long time ago. And well, in his own words, he spent 10 years working in good evening, Pud. I hope you're well. Speaking of moderators, Kiwi might be late. She's got an appointment. So yeah, I've had all the apologies. I haven't heard from Bloodnose yet. I sent him an email this afternoon, and I think well, I know he'll enjoy that email because he's been asking for something, and I found it, and I gave it to him. So while we're waiting for everyone to join the room, good evening, Sylvia. How are you? Look, I'm showing off. Oh, wrong finger. I'm showing off. I can get your comments on the screen. Yep. So finally, can I... Hey up, Russ and everyone in chat. Times are getting darker. The night's drawing in. They are. I'm heartbroken for Charlie Kirk's wife and children, and heartbroken by how deviant the world has become. I'll come on to that, talking about the trying to think of a polite word. Arseholes is about as polite as it's going to get. These leftist socialites who are putting celebratory posts on X and all over the place. Even people there was someone from Northumberland University. There's people from all walks of life. They are the bloody problem. The mainstream media advocating all of this. How many headlines have you read referring to Charlie as a right-wing activist? Some of them calling him a far-right activist. It's despicable. The language that they use churns my stomach. The whole... I was watching this video as it happened. And I saw the videos on X from various angles. Obviously, I'm not going to share them on here. I don't even know if any of them are still available. But it was clear to me from what I saw that unless that had happened outside a surgical unit, we weren't going to see Charlie again. We share your sentiment, Maria. Rest in peace, Charlie. And our sincere condolences to his entire family. He leaves behind a beautiful wife, and 2 gorgeous children. Hello, Pip. I hope you feel better soon, mate. Listening under the duvet, not feeling well. Well, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Good to see you. Aha, he's here, is he? There he is. Good evening, all. Please welcome John to the channel. He's been watching for a little while, but only recently got involved. And as you can see, he's got a spanner. And has he deserved that spanner? If I'm a good boy, I will get invited out for walks with a couple of my mates. And he's one of them. The other one, I'm not going to mention his name because it's not fair. I haven't asked his permission, but another one of my friends, good friend of John, they go for walks once a week, twice a week, and they've asked me to join them. And I should do, but they go a little bit further than I'm capable, but I can do it. I'm just sore. I should do it. I know I should do it. But the other one, I don't want to mention his name. I don't know why, because I haven't asked his permission. I'm sure it'll be okay, but I'm not going to do that. He invited me out the other morning, and I initially said I'll probably go, but then I was going to take my daughter to work because it was chucking it down with rain, and I didn't want her walking to work and then having a long day at work. So I had to text my mate, and he left the house. And within a minute, the heavens opened, and he sends me a photo of his sad face. Billy, no, mate. I was like, bless you, bless you. He might even be watching. I don't know. He's another one that works from home. He's always busy at different times. Right, what are you lot talking about? Hello, Judy. Good to see you. It's good to see all of you. I will be talking about Charlie. This is you'll see the picture behind me, the White House, just to highlight what Charlie meant to America, especially to Donald Trump, who has likened him to his son. He says he felt as though he was like his son. Charlie helped President Trump get on Twitter. He helped him throughout the election, and he engaged a lot of young voters, introducing a lot of young voters to the Republicans. He would talk to everybody, absolutely everybody. He would give anyone a microphone. As you can see there. Do you think someone will pick it up, Lord? Someone will, Charlie. Someone will. He would give that microphone to absolutely anybody. And they would ask him a question, as you're all fully aware. And he would listen. And he would give what I consider, in my mind, my humble opinion. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me. He would give the most concise, educated, humble, and common sense, easy to understand reply, which changed the attitudes of a lot of people. And this is what got him where he is now. There. So, all of these on the left who call us fascists, I meant to actually do this earlier, look up the Collins dictionary definition of the word fascist. So in my unintelligent mind, my opinion of the word fascist is quite simply, if I disagree with something that you say, I can wipe you out. That would make me a fascist. So, given that 90% of the violence is coming from the left, these socialist, liberal, woke types who, as far as the young minds are concerned, are being brainwashed by their schools, colleges, universities, by the older mind who have been playing the long game. Where do we go from here? Because, as I said to you last week, every time I have tried to ask a question at these protests from a counter-protester, all I get, and you will see this all over everybody's channel, all of these protests that are out there, look at Charlie Veach, look at happened to Paz at the Britannia Hotel, Canary Wharf. Who else has it happened to? Young Bob. It has happened to so many people who go out at these protests and try to get a reasonable response. In fact, the most recent and the most eloquent I have seen recently was from Liam Tufts at the Copthorne Hotel near Gatwick, when he crossed the road and tried to speak to them, and the police prevented him from doing so. Because the people on the left didn't want to talk to him. They don't want to talk to anybody. All they will do is give you or show you their longest finger and hurl abuse at you, calling you a fascist, a Nazi, and all the names under the sun. And they are protected by the police. They are not only protected or defended, but they are promoted by mainstream media, and the message is coming from our politicians as well. So it's no wonder that we are where we are today. And the reason Charlie Kirk matters so much, not just in America, but over here in the UK, is because his voice was the ultimate, the pinnacle, the most reasoned, the most understood, the most honest, and the most unbiased. He didn't represent. He didn't represent a political party. He wasn't part of a political party. Yes, he's a Republican, but that wasn't his main drive. His main drive was preaching the word of God. And he had a young girl at one of his debates who was wearing a shirt with some Latin written on it. And as far as I'm concerned, I studied a little bit of Latin when I was at school, at a private school, not when I went to a changed school. But I wouldn't have understood what her shirt meant. But just by looking at her shirt, Charlie was able to deduce that this girl was in distress because her parents were currently going through a breakup. And she wanted some advice because it was getting political. Her parents... She hadn't chosen a political side yet. She was too young to vote. She was just trying to find her way in life, and most importantly, get her education as good as it could be. And Charlie's advice was to say to the parents, I don't want to get into this politics. Let's just redress to the word of the Bible and we can both find a similarity in our arguments or an answer to our questions through the scriptures. Now, I'm not religious, but that made sense to me, because if they have read the Bible, if they understand the Bible, and they are capable of putting their current problems and identifying scripture that would define their current problems, and through that translate common sense from it, where's the harm? There is no harm, is there? No harm has been done. Cheers, everybody. Water. Ice cold water. Can I just tell you here and now, our own Bexhill twit Rushby has been hounding Charlie Veach. Now, I think this is referring to the, well, I know this is referring to, if you've seen Charlie Veach in Manchester, I think it was last week or the week before, Fred, Charlie's close protection, pulled one of these socialists who was harassing Charlie and Fred. He pulled him by his ponytail to the floor, not without forewarning, and they retreated. They were walking back, trying to give them, and Charlie actually said to the guys, let's go back again, let's give them 2 meters and see if they follow us again. And sure as chips are cooked in fat. What? I just heard that the same as you did, and I'm thinking, Russ, what the hell are you talking about? As sure as day follows night. There you go, that's a better one. They backed up, and they're backing into him. So Fred has now got his elbow out, and Ponytail, or Rushby, as Keep It Real has shared with us, he's backing in to Fred's elbow. And it's quite comical on one hand, but it's also quite clear that these are agitators on the other hand, and it's upsetting. And I think the time has come for these agitators to no longer experience the tolerance of the normal people. What that means, I don't know. But attitudes need to change. I think we have reached the point of no return. I'm not calling for violence. I want the opposite of that. I'm not calling for riots. I want nothing more than for my daughter to be able to walk from where she lives to where she works and walk home again and be safe. But I can't sit at home and allow my daughter, and I only live in a little town, small little town, with one nursing home that I know of because of contacts that I have, that gave their residents 8 weeks' notice to move out completely. And now that nursing home has got contractors working in there. Why? I know of another nursing home, this is number 2, that has done the same. Number 3 is on the cards. We still have the North Eye prison, ex-RAF base, which is still owned by the government. They haven't done anything with it. So that's 4. If you had foreign friends come and stay in those 4 addresses, that would be almost a quarter of the population of this town. So it matters. It matters a lot. Maybe not that much. The town's got a lot bigger actually over the few years. But we're talking a few thousand people coming to this town. It would change significantly. And that scares me. It scares me a lot. Attitudes need to change. If people enter this country illegally, they have broken the law. Simple as that. Not sure what that's. Have I missed a conversation? Ah. Yeah. Yep. Hello, Michael. Attitudes need to change. We're all right. We're over 20 minutes in. We can say the odd expletive, deletive. He put the armour of God and fought a lot of demons that have infiltrated the colleges and universities. He did. He did. He stood up to them. And he was just right, wasn't he? He wasn't far right. He was just right. He was a huge threat to the woke mindset. I firmly believe, had he run with that, he was a president in the making. Up until 2 days ago, I could see J.D. Vance being the next president of the United States, and J.D. would have asked Charlie to be the vice president, and then when J.D. retired, bump. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. He was resetting the mindset where they have been brainwashed by schools, colleges, and universities. Oh yeah, coming back to Keep It Real Media. Where was that comment? Our friend from Bexhill, I understand, is a teacher. So Ponytail, who you see in the Charlie Veach videos, not only lives in East Sussex, but he travels up to Manchester almost every week. Is it costing him money or not? What is his interest in agitating the message? The boards that they hold up are all the same boards. They are paid for by the socialists, these liberal knocked it on the head there. It's the Fabian Society, isn't it? No, I didn't know anything about the Fabian Society until just recently. And I looked into it, and I asked AI to help me put a video together. I asked AI to list in a chart form that was easy to understand. I was going to share it on a video. Hasn't done it the way I wanted it to do it, so I'll try again and again. But I'm looking for a chart or a pie chart, something, we know when those charts connect and you can see the bit in the middle, whatever they're called. I want a list of MPs and mainstream media journalists who are all linked via the Fabian Society and other such memberships that they may be linked to. And yeah, that will make... I'm going to do more videos, basically. And you can thank... I was going to say you can thank Charlie for that, but you can't, can you? Sorry, Charlie. Thank you for pushing the like button. I did a poll because the only reason I did that poll was to see if I could test and put that on the screen as though it was a comment, and it wouldn't let me put that on the screen. So I wrote a comment, which I then had to retract just to try and get it on the screen to see if it was working. So yeah, I did the poll. Have you liked and subscribed? And 93% of you have said yes. Nobody has said no. Oh, 4% of you. And then it's just gone back down. Someone's having some fun, cheeky little bastard. And 7% of you said might do it later. Who said no? I don't really give a stuff. Doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, thank you for hitting that like button. Go and have some dinner, Kiwi. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. I had loads of things to share, but a lot of it was the negative crap from the left side. I really don't want to share that. You can go and find it yourselves. It's all over the place. I wanted to talk about it, how these people are disgusting, really. It doesn't matter if you agree with Charlie. It doesn't even matter if you liked him or not. But to celebrate this, I genuinely think it's an insult to call these people mentally ill. I know people who are mentally ill in various states. I am probably one of them myself. That doesn't make you a bad person. So to call these people mentally ill, that doesn't finish the job for me. It doesn't explain, and it certainly doesn't excuse, and there is no excuse. YouTube not notifying me again that you're live. I'm watching from the beginning. Oh, mate. Thank you. By the time you get to see this, we might even have gone. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for coming along, Tony. A fellow biker. I've just noticed the bottom of the screen. Let me see if I can fix that, because it is really kind of annoying. I've just got to get on there, then there, then there, and then here we go. This is where I look like I'm in Doctor Who. You ready? Yeah. Oh, it's the glass. That's what's doing it. Beg your pardon. So basically, I've just ruined it for nothing. Okay, it's the glass. I shall find somewhere else for the glass. I've got a bowl of fruit here. I shall move those and put the glass where the fruit was. I'm eating a lot more fruit. This is quite interesting. From Marks and Sparks, which I would like to boycott because I've just seen a video on X. Someone saw the bins out the back of a Marks and Spencer's, and it was full of bananas and all sorts of fruit. The bananas in my fridge are a darn sight bloody worse than the bananas in those bins, I tell you. And they refuse to give this out-of-date fruit or food, pick the bones out of that. They refuse to give it to shelters, to the what do you call the food banks? They've refused to give it to any of these charities, and they throw it out. I mean, I would boycott Marks and Spencer's for something like that, but that's where I get most of my food from. The milk I like that hasn't been played about with comes from there. I had steak tonight. I know I shouldn't, but the hell with it. Puts me in a good mood, and I get that from there because they do béarnaise sauce. I get that from there. You can't have steak without béarnaise sauce. And the fruit, sorry, I don't really eat a lot of veg. Anyway, these grapes, I only bought them because it said on the packet they're grapes on the outside and cherries on the inside. I've only had one. Hang on. They are fucking disgusting. I might give them to the food bank. Oh. Right. Anyone found to be getting paid for protesting should receive a mandatory prison sentence. Again, domestic terrorism. Do I agree with that? I don't agree with that, and I'll tell you why. I think the people paying them should get a mandatory prison sentence because that would be the biggest offence. Those getting paid should have a thorough investigation into their income, and I would suggest that they hadn't paid tax on the income that they have received for, as you say, domestic terrorism. And there should be clauses in contracts if you are working for a school, college, university. You keep your opinions to yourself. You only teach, lecture on the curriculum, not your personal beliefs. And that goes the same for journalists. If you're a journalist and you're reporting the news, I would like to read or see the news as pertains to the report of the news. I don't want to read or hear your personal opinion. If I wanted personal opinions, I would go to a YouTube channel like mine, because there's plenty of us. Now, the good thing about this new system I've got is when I go onto a rant, I can see where I've got... I am a slave to no man. Greetings. Good to have you with us. While I'm reading through this, let me tell you about a channel that has impressed me a lot, and it's relevant to what I was just saying. It's called Agenda Free TV, and it's run by a guy called Steve Lookner. If you're on X, you can look him up. Look up Mr. Lookner at Lookner, Lookner. And his YouTube channel is Agenda Free TV, and he will come on and do a live stream, and as he's talking to you, he will bring you the very latest from all sources of media. And he keeps you ahead of the curve, basically. He's incredible what he does. He's probably still on now. I got rid of the... Where is it? There it is. No, I've got rid of it, unless it's there up there. No, I've got Safari up there. I had him on... is he still on? That's Trump on Fox. Let me have a look. I'll put a link in the comments for you, because he is bloody good. Is he still live? No, Benny Johnson's on. Let me have a quick search for him. Hang on. There he is. Not cut. Copy. Stupid sod. It's all right. It'll do. I'm going to put a link in the chat for you, and you can thank me later. Did that come up? Yeah, it did. Right. Let's see what you guys are saying. Lovely when Russ trying to explain. What was I trying to explain, Lucinda? I don't even know how long ago. It wasn't lovely when I was trying to explain how disgusting these bloody things are. They are. I think I'd rather have gout. They are that bad. They're just dry. Oh, here's an old mate. Just woken up. Morning, Paz. Are you well, mate? Are you all right? How's your back? He says. I'm on cold water too. Just had a curry. We won't go into that. Was it a hot one, Sylv? You got the toilet roll in the fridge again. My hubby not either. I love the way you talk about your husband. I've told you this before. It warms me cockles. It doesn't stop me or teaching my daughter you're not trans. Eh? I think I might have missed something there, Joe. Hey up, Paz. That Yorkshire. My dad remembered being reincarnated. Bloody hell, Paul. What was he before? Got to have a spicy curry. I can't do spice. Do you know what? I love a lamb Rogan Josh. But here's the kicker. I like cooking it myself because I haven't found it as nice elsewhere. Weird. But the other day, I came back from the supermarket with something that I really fancied. I was in the bread aisle, and there's a naan bread. I can't remember what it's called, but it's quite big and it's quite thin and it's very gorgeous. And I saw that and I thought, oh, you're gorgeous. I haven't had that bread for a long time and I fancied it. So I got myself a curry to go with it. What did I get? Let me know in the comments. Guesses in the comments. This is supposed to be about Charlie and we're going a bit more fun. Evening, Vic. My oldest mate. How are you, fella? I eat and nod off. A lot of people do that, Paul. It's quite normal. Don't worry about that. Just try and put the dishes somewhere safe and then nod off. Charlie did a clip which was very respectful. Charlie does loads of clips which are very respectful. I don't know. Gary Warren, hello, mate. It's always socialists, whether it be Nazis or the communists. Yeah. These chants that they are always doing off our streets. Well, there we go. The ponytail. If he's going up to Manchester, sorry, mate, they're not your streets. A friend of mine's just sent me a text. Sounds like scum. I was potting up marigolds. Where's your tool? Remember that film Scum? Where's your tool? What tool? This fucking tool. Yeah, that's what she's talking about. she's a lovely lady. She really is a lovely lady. You wouldn't expect these references to be coming. Dear, this is yeah. This is why she sent me a text and not put it on the chat. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. I love my friends. They're brilliant. Oh God. Nice to hear you've changed your tag back to your proper name. It feels much more positive. Absolutely, Mr. Flint. Trains still off for tomorrow. Are the trains off tomorrow? No, I know the trains from Sussex are going up tomorrow. There's a carriage full, I believe, going up there. I'm not going, and I suppose now's a good enough time to tell you why. I'm not going. A couple of reasons. One, I haven't been sleeping very well at all. Two, my back is sore. I can't take the bike out for a long ride. If I did go, I'd have to go on the train. I don't want to go on the train because I don't like being surrounded by people. I don't want to be in London surrounded by people, but I make exceptions for things like that because I know that I'm surrounded by friends. I'm just picking up a lot of triggers in my head, and the only way I know to avoid them is to not go. So what I'm going to do, I'm considering doing a live stream from here tomorrow. But I've been thinking about this all week. For me to share what's going on from other people's lives, I need their permission, and I don't want to be sharing people's live streams on here. What's the bloody point for a start? If you want to see their live streams, go to their channels. But what I was thinking was I could have like 4 or 5 going off and bringing you the best bits. So you could just tune into one channel and see the best bits. But I'm really confused. And in the end of the day, I'm probably not even going to do that because I've left it too late. I haven't organised anything. If you're going, don't wear a mask, don't get drunk, enjoy the day. It's a family festival. That's what it is. And since Charlie, that really threw a spanner in the works because I felt like I really wanted to go now. I'm in turmoil about going or not. That's the truth. Leftover chicken, so needed to be done. Kiev, not Kiev. Korma. That's what I had the other day with that bread. Eat little and more often, maybe. I'm quite far behind you lot. I'm sorry, Joe. I can't remember we were talking about? That was so long ago now. Why would we ask for that though, Russ, in the UK? What? When Andy the Gabby Cabby does his live streams, he'll come across a comment like this and he'll know straight away what you're talking about. And I often scratch my head and think to myself, how did he do that? How did he do that? Because that's really thrown me up. I'm sorry, Joe. I can't apologise enough. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Which can only say I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about in hindsight. It has to be dealt with by law enforcement. We can't stoop down to their level. That ends in civil war, which is what some higher-ups might want. That's absolutely what they want, so they can implement emergency measures. And the best way for us to deal with that is to just be uber polite, uber hyper peaceful. The absolute opposite of what they want. It won't hurt, will it? For fuck's sake. The tensions between the right and the left, they're at breaking point. But that's not because of the right, that's because of the left. So if the right does nothing and forces the left to get more and more angry, maybe that's the way. Let the trash take itself out. We all are. We really all are. This could be a sitcom, Paul. So I don't mean to laugh at your misfortunes, but it would make a great sitcom. This is one where I'm going to... Oh, that's wrong one moving. Sorry. Live chat box, that needs to go up. I've not had much appetite past couple of days, but now it's been hard to feel anything at the moment. Yeah. Now a perpetrator has been found and justice starts working its wheels. Hopefully things stay feeling better. Yeah, that's just going to bring more more... I'm fighting my demons in my head. Half of me says this is a young lad turned in by his own father, who's a police officer. Imagine being the father of the guy that pulled the trigger and killed Charlie Kirk, turning him in knowing the president wants the death penalty. In Utah, which still has the death penalty. So you're basically not responsible. You basically know what's going to happen to your son. That's turmoil right there. That is a father who cares about his country. That is a father who did not indoctrinate his own son. There's evidence that the school indoctrinated his son. He got a scholarship to Utah University worth $32,000. That's what changed his mind. The Northern Hotel is still empty for now. The Northern Hotel, folks, is in Bexhill. It's a family-owned and run hotel. It has been owned by the same family for over 70 years. And then all of a sudden, with very little warning, all the staff, all the residents were told, that's it, folks. That's it. So that's another hotel It was a part hotel, part care home. A lot of the residents in the hotel were full-time residents, and they certainly only had a couple or 3 or 4 rooms. I don't know how many rooms they had available for rent, for holiday rent, but it wasn't a large number. Most of their clientele were full-time residents, elderly. So yeah, it's starting, and it's scary. My daughter says, "Why is always politics on, darling? Because I love you," is my answer. Everything is politics, isn't it? Everything is political, whether it's... You don't have to be talking about the dull crap that goes on behind these buildings. Everything is political, unfortunately. Hey. Ah, there he is. Oh, I'm on the wrong... hang on, just got to bring this one up. I've just seen Blood Noses in the chat, but he's ahead of where I am on the chat. I've got 2 chat threads, and every time I click a button on the screen, the one that I need to put the stuff on the screen disappears. I've got to work around on that, but at the moment, I'm on a make do. It's working. That would have been the dream team, wouldn't it, Vance and Kirk? Could you imagine what could have been? Now, that was a long time ago I said that. Old Reliable, hello. You're probably not very old, but I'm sure you're very reliable. It definitely would have been a future president. Still in shock about it. Yep, we are. Welcome to the channel, Old Reliable. Great name. Welcome to Bexhill. My granddaughter off to university soon. Yeah, you can't tar them all with the same brush. Keep an eye on her, though. What one? Where's she going? Flags everywhere. It's great. Yep, it is. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Ladies and gents, a friend of the channel. He's been on here plenty of times. We are in discussions about having him back, but I need to sort out another workaround. I think I've sorted it out where I can have interviews again without paying for third party. I think I've organised how I can do that. I need to test it, make sure it's working. And it won't be long. Nigel will be back on the channel. I watched a video of Bristol councillors walking out of a meeting because they didn't like comments about gender. This is our woke world. It's worse than that. Did you see them in, was it the EU Parliament in Brussels? They refused to have a minute's silence for Charlie. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. They are being paid, Tina. I sadly live near Commie University, Oxford. Horrible people. Yeah. That guy who is now the chairman of the Oxford Social... Where is he? I've got a thing here of him. Where is he? Utter plank. Anyway, you know the guy. When Charlie did the debate at Oxford University in May of this year, this guy, I'm just looking through my things here for it. This guy stood up, asked him a question, gave him a hard time, didn't get the answers he wanted. Celebrating yesterday Charlie's demise. He cannot be the leader of the Oxford Union. He shouldn't even be at Oxford University because he didn't reach the minimum standards, the minimum education pass marks to get into Oxford in the first place. he got 2 Bs and he was supposed to have 3 As. He got an A and 2 Bs and he was supposed to have 3 As. But my guess is his skin colour got him there. So someone who was more qualified for the role has lost a place at Oxford University because he got his place. It sucks. Absolutely sucks. No, I can't find it, so I'm going to give up. You know who I'm talking about. It's all over the place. Why is it telling me? Oh, blimey, it wouldn't let me scroll. And now all of a sudden, just trying to catch up with your chat, guys. I'll be there in a minute. Won't be long. Chat amongst yourselves. No, don't chat amongst yourselves because then it'll take me even bloody longer. Welcome to Absolutely Average, the channel that tells you to stop talking. I can't keep up. Oh, dear. I literally have lost where I'm going. Yes, Blood Nose, I did. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. This is a true story. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. I told you that much weeks ago. And then I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for something completely different, which I can't remember what I was looking for now. And that bloody plate thing came up. It's not on my channel. It's on my phone. So, yeah, you'll notice when I sent it to you, the file is called something completely different, which is not related to that plate in any shape or form. And the reason for that is because it was an afterthought when I'm on my editing software. I just used whatever I had just finished editing and put the plate on the end of it and then sent you the end of it. Long story short, that's basically what happened. But my voice, I was on very heavy medication, which is another reason why I might put it out as a short. We'll see. But yeah, bloody annoying that was. Now I can't scroll on here again. What is going on? Monty Mop. Hello, Monty Mop. Keep it clean, Monty. Welcome to the channel. Now I've got to scroll all the way to the bottom just to bring this bloody thing back again. Hang on. Where were we? We might be here all night. Tony, have you checked the bell icon? Oh yeah, that's ages ago. Dinghy divers going from the beach to hotels and onto plush housing. Wow, they stay, so it's get them out of hotels. Yeah, well, this is the thing. If you enter this country illegally and you have no documentation whatsoever, that means you've not only entered the country illegally, but you also cannot be vetted. And from my own personal experience, I know these people lie. If somebody helps them come into this country, they are also breaking the law. I know that from personal experience too. So why isn't Keir Starmer breaking the law? Not only is he helping these people enter the country, but his government, as he keeps saying, my government, it's not your government, Stalin, it's the king's government, and you're just a little bit more useless than him. I could go on fucking ever about this bastard government, shower of shit that we have. And do you know what? The Home Office actually liked one of my tweets today. Yeah. Fuck off, Mahmood. Don't like my bloody messages on X. Go out and do your frigging job, love. And stay out of the... Chuff with this live, Russ. Laugh and nice. I'm having a rant. I'm having a moment. Don't cheer me up. How fucking dare you cheer me up just as I'm having a ranting moment? In my opinion, it's war. In my opinion, it's a fucking birthday party, mate, compared to war. This is taking a while because there's something not working on my feed. Do you know what? I've just found, this is how far back I am. I've just found where I put the link for Agenda Free TV. Do yourselves a favour and just go and subscribe, click the notification bell, because when he does come on live, you want to see what he's talking about. He is. Let me know if anyone is already on Agenda Free TV as a subscriber. Let me know. And if you put no in the poll, have you done it yet? Bastard. I bet I know who you are. My teachers encouraged critical thinking and didn't impose their opinions on us. 1980s was peachy. Well, we're the same age, me old mate. And I had a teacher. He wore a CND badge on his collar. He used to read The Guardian, which, when I was in primary school, meant nothing to me whatsoever. What did mean something to me was the way that he used to bully me, physically, mentally, verbally, daily. John Wyatt. I don't mind mentioning his full name because he was a wanker, and I'm not lying. Utter. Sometimes only one word works. I highly recommend checking out the Free Speech Union because they do what they say on the tin. Well, that's why I've got this picture behind me, Joe, because the flag is at half-mast outside the White House. Yeah, Trump's going for definite death penalty. J.D. Vance brought casket off the plane. Off Air Force 2, yep. True story, I saw it happen. Can't get local or grapes from neighbour countries. No, these were from I can't remember where they're from, but I bloody know where they're going. Horrible. They look nice enough. They look dark, but they got a dark side. Well, I don't like. They can do one. I've never had a problem with a grape like this before. How far have we got? Well, Trump has already done more than that. He has given him freedom of America, which I don't fully understand what that means. But that's what he's done. He's posthumously awarded him the freedom of America. You're not wrong there, Sydney, my old mate. This this is how me and my wife used to swear in front of our daughter. SH1T is purposely engineered to divide and take sides. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And why? Because the people who are lobbying the governments, and they're not even bothered which party they lobby, because they lobby all of them. They do it for control. So how do we beat them at their own game? We don't let them control us. Digital ID? No. Big no. Say no to digital ID. ID. I can't even spell that right. Avoid it at all costs. Cash is king. Keep cash. If you're going to tip at a restaurant, give the money to the waiter, the waitress, whoever. What I tend to do, if I like the food, I'll say, can you buy the chef a pint for me? And put it on the bill. But I only do that when it's mum's turn. True story. In fact, we're going out for lunch on Sunday and it's her turn. So the chef might get a pint. It looks like she hasn't had a notification either. Oh dear. Welcome to Absolutely Average, where your host is a dick. Oh dear. I don't care. Clip it. Do what you like. Lurecidone will knock me out. Isn't that the active ingredient in Imodium? That shouldn't knock you out. Maybe I'm wrong. You can tell him, I've done it again, Joe. I don't know what you're talking about, lovely. I can tell who, and what can I tell them? Just help me out in the comments. If you want me to understand something, then make it understandable. It probably means a lot to you and everybody reading it, but it goes in one ear and it comes out. Really, I'm not that bright. I'm really not that bright. Excuse me. I only watched one lot of the left Vol crap and I switched everything off for a few hours. I got angry with the left stalking me on Facebook and give him what for. He backed off, thankfully. I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of Yorkshire Pud. Let's put it that way. I hope it goes well tomorrow, for all trains and buses will be packed. Yeah, packed with heavy people. Heavy? Oh dear. Happy people. I can have an opinion, Russ, but I get shot. No mother for angel daughter. Bless you. No, well, not in this country. We're not allowed guns. It's illegal. Even in America, it's illegal to shoot people, but it still fucking happens. Not mentally ill, deranged, twisted, or at the very least, terminally confused. That's putting it nasty. My notes are shit. Exactly, Sydney. They do look like olives. I'm going to phone Olive and let her have them back. They're grapes. They're bloody horrible grapes. They are the worst grape. If you see a box of grapes and you think, oh, that looks interesting. Grapes on the outside, berries on the inside. I'll have them. Don't do it. Do not do it. You will be upset. Where's my crown gone? What crown? What are you talking about? Oh, with the number. I don't know. They're not there. I have no idea. Has anyone got a crown? Yeah, people have. You've got it. You've got them on there. It won't come up on here because it's a different thing. It won't come up on the screen when I put your comment on the screen, but they are. I can see in the main chat, which I've got scrolling over here. Shouldn't put bananas in the fridge. Too late. They've been there a week. They seem to last longer. Why should you not put bananas in the fridge? Should give food to charity. Mate, if I give any charity these, they would not let me in the door again. It would be the last time I ever went into that charity. Joe, you've done it again. Talking to Lucinda, laugh out loud. Yes, it does. I don't know. Have I missed what Lucinda said? Ah, looks like Olives. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I'm finally with you. This is a remembrance to Charlie Kirk, ladies and gentlemen. This is how shit I am at YouTube. All I've done is talk about how shit these grapes are. I should be talking about I have got a lot of stuff all lined up, but it's not in the right order, and it's updated about 3 minutes before I came on live, and I would look like an absolute arse if I was to show you a screen and then go, oh, hang on, that's not what I wanted to show you, and have to scroll through that screen to go back, and every single page I had lined up had done the same thing. So not even going to bother going there. Not even going there. I would like to know what these taste like as wine. But yeah. I'm glad it made whatever it was. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about now, but whatever it was, it put a smile on your face. That's why we're here. Yeah, they're not white grapes. They are shite grapes. I can't tell you enough how horrible these are. Put a 1 in the comments if you want to see me eat one again. Put a 2 in the comments if you like me and you don't want to see me eat one again. I will take the 1s as I have no friends. I would take the 2s as thank you very much. Bastards, I know what you're going to do. Is that vodka right? No, not this time, mate. That is literally just water. I never drink vodka. I haven't liked any white spirit since I was 11. Long story. True one, though. We grew cucumber. We grew stuff and it was nice. Well done. A what? A cucummelon? Ah, never heard of it. I'll take your word for it. I am on the way behind. I know I'm way behind. I just Trump gives Charlie. I think we've done that one. A grape. Yeah. Yes, Paul. I'll have the chocks any day. I've got a new Toblerone in the front room. Fruit and nut Toblerone. Thank you very much. That works. I had a couple of chunks last night. Very, very nice. I can't drink too much beer. I only have like one. I have 1 pint of beer a week with the Sunday roast. That's it. Unions back the left. They do, Judy. Absolutely, they do. Mainstream media is the culprit. Everybody wants to be in the pretty gang. Yeah. Well, they can all, excuse me, bugger off. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I can see the crown, but it's not coming up on the screen. That answers your phone. Using phone, not laptop, and seems I am on lag behind the rest of the mods by a couple of seconds. Put them, Patrick. How do you know you're behind by a couple of seconds? Jeez, I'm normally behind by about 20 minutes. Maybe bad eyesight, Sid. I want to get through all of these. Vegetables and fruit trouble are more dubious. Yeah, that's always true. Always true. Agenda-free TV. Good evening, all on this sad occasion. Let's celebrate the positives of Charlie Kirk. Abso-freaking-lutely. He has left a legacy behind as a Christian patriot martyr who is now with his creator and saviour. Well done, Monty Mop. Wise words, mate. Wise words. Are you getting adverts? I hadn't told it to do adverts. I do apologise. This is not supposed to have adverts. I guess it's too late. I'm not going to be here for much longer tonight. Make sure you've hit the notification bell. I may come on tomorrow at some point. I haven't got anything planned, and I can't particularly can't stay long, unfortunately. Just wanted to pay my respects to Charlie and his family. I doubt any of them will be watching this. This is just for us. But Monty, take care, my friend. Please come again. You're more than welcome to get involved in future, where we do try to have a bit of fun sometimes. Sister in South Africa, that would be an interesting conversation. Yeah, it has been a long time coming, hasn't it? The peaceful festival rally tomorrow. I really want to go. I do want to go, but hello, Don. Good to see you, mate. There's a joke in there somewhere. In the war, our air pilot, he remembered it. Oh, wow. Okay. This is your father, reincarnated, and he remembers. I'm not sure I'm understanding that. Great advice. Who hasn't done it? Oh, I've got 24 people watching and 27 likes. How did that work out? Thank you. Ah, the nans with the raisins in. Yeah, the Peshwari. They're nice, aren't they? I like plain or garlic. You're trying to suggest that you're not this time, Paul. No, it was a plain nan, but yeah, you got the korma bit right. Yeah, I like a garlic naan. Did he though? Wasn't really that hard, was it, blood? Nah, just pulled his hair. He had nowhere else to go but the floor. This is true. They are rehearsed, coordinated, and use the same tricks to agitate. That is why I want them locked up, because they have no cause except maybe to earn some money and to divide. Yeah, you're right. But what are they doing in a court of law? What have they done to warrant being locked up that the people on the other side of the spectrum haven't also done just by turning up somewhere in public to protest? The people who are breaking the law, in my mind, are those that are paying them, those that are training them, those that are putting them up to doing this. Ah, okay. What you're reading at the moment, Paul? Joe's your husband passed? I hope not. No, I'm not. I get so easily confused. Please make things make sense. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. But again, I can't really use other people's content without their permission. So, nah, I don't know what to do. It would be easier for me to do that if I was there and recorded bits and pieces rather than doing a live stream from there. Then on Sunday, I could release a video of my experience, which is what I wanted to do. I think I'm just going to avoid all triggers and do fuck all tomorrow. Yeah. Well, I'm a moderator on Paz's channel, so I'll probably do that. I'll be watching Paz and helping him out moderating. Can we have a link for Paz49 for anyone that's not already following him? Yeah, I'm sure that most would be happy. I have sent messages to a couple and I've not heard, is the truth. I wouldn't touch that with a barge pole. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't go down there. You've already had your prize, me old mate. Goes on your bonds. Guys, do you remember, was it last week? I did a giveaway. I asked you to put mega in the subject and send me an email saying I would like the hat. The person who responded got it. So congratulations, you won a hat. One email, one fucking email. That's hilarious. Hilarious. And none since. No one's watched that. Actually, I took that live stream down afterwards. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it in the first place. And here we are, 24 minutes over the hour. Purposely done, in my opinion, Russ. This is the time to stand up. I have no king, and I don't think I have any king. Just like how gang violence doesn't make sense, these internet beefs are similar. Capture the moment. Good evening. And he's got, is that supposed to say fancy? Not fantasy. Oh, so okay, so you're responding to other people as opposed to actually. That makes more sense. Thanks, Joe. Guys, I will be going in 5 minutes. I'm just desperate to get through these bloody comments. Is it possible to speed up the comments? There seems to be a huge lag for you. Well, what's happening is I'm only halfway through them. If I go all the way to the bottom, I've got the last one there. But I want to read them. I haven't seen what you're saying. I can get on Paz channel, get threats on their direct. Really? I'll be there, Kiwi. Don't you worry about that. There's the link. Oh, it's actually sent me to his channel. That's the link to Paz's channel. I literally clicked on it and it sent me there, so I know it works. So yes, that's where you'll find me tomorrow. So join us, me, Kiwi, Bloodnose, in the chat. I wish I could tell you what time he's going live, but I can tell you that they are meeting at 11 o'clock and the march starts at 1. So certainly 1 p.m. I'd imagine we will be live. Yeah, we're all going now. Nice to spend some time with you. Thank you for your help, John. He's probably gone already, but yeah, here's to Charlie. Never forget. Absolutely. So much for doing a remembrance for Charlie. Yeah, I have got 27 of the best, and that reminds me of my regiment, 27 Reg. So I'm more than happy with that. Guys, I wasn't going to play Pete and Dad, but you know what? It's kind of, that's where we'll be. Are you a mod on his channel? I'll, if you're available, I'll let him know. Thank you. 9K are watching. You can imagine that. Yes, it does get quite busy, and I can't believe people have been that nasty to you there. But there we go, guys. It has been a pleasure. Yeah, you know what's coming. Stay sane, everyone. Charlie, you didn't deserve this. The world will never forget you, and let's just hope that your name will mean a positive legacy and some attitudes will change. I fear the worst, though, but here we are. My sincere condolences to Erica and the kids. That's going to stay with them for life, innit? That bloke deserves everything he's going to get. I feel sorry for his family too. Good night, everyone. I'll see you when you're older. Take care.
Goodbye, goodbye, living